Hello, this is Lisa Phillips, video blogging for BiggerPockets. Today's episode, I'm going to show you the leveraged analysis technique for finding working class neighborhoods. Hi, today I'm going to share with you my systematic way of finding working class neighborhoods and the properties for buy and hold real estate investing. Now, this has worked for me in the past, the systematic way, an informed way of doing it by leveraging the power of freely available resources that just simply were not there before. But now they are, and I put them together in a system that I want to show you on how you find these properties and how you minimize the chances of finding a dud and also not wasting time and safely doing it by looking at key metrics. So the metrics that I use that are crucial for working class neighborhoods are not schools. I know in every other real estate adventure that's the first thing you look for, but those don't necessarily give you the best return on investment. And the working class neighborhoods that I go in, the schools are not the most important metric that you're looking at. There isn't usually a premium to be next to a certain school nor a price and spike increase. And I just want to say personally, growing up in a working class neighborhood, it's just because there's just such a huge sense of it's not the school that's going to determine if you're a success, it's you. So, public schools are usually fine because if you're good, you're going to rise to the top. So, they don't need to pay more. And, me and everyone I grew up with are perfect examples of that. We're all very successful. So that's just my own personal experience. So you can put it in perspective of why there's not that necessary high premium to get them in a certain school because they're going to rise or fall based on their talents. And so when you really look at it, what really differentiates it and the key factors I call CPR are crime, photo count, and rents. Now, crime, that's basically it. Most of the bias that went against these neighborhoods was because of the crime factor. They assume it's a war zone if it's in a price range. I prefer the under $30,000 mark. However, when you look at the crime reports, well, these are freely available. You gotta leverage the fact that you can see these now. Not only do you have national sites like crimereports.com, but you can simply Google the name of that local police department, and about 9 times out of 10, they have a website where they put the crime statistics out themselves, or at least you have a phone number. It used to be you had to go and drive on foot to get there, and even in another city to even find out what the metrics were. But here you can easily find the numbers. You can find a contact point if they don't put the information out themselves on their website. So you really got to leverage in this technique the power of using this and making an informed decision. So when you're going into these neighborhoods in this price range, you now know exactly what kind of crime you're looking for. And definitely there's a difference between a war zone where, there's usually cops being called, every day, if not every week, if not every month, or multiple times throughout the year, versus a working class neighborhoods where it's at the most twice and it's, maybe theft. The crime isn't elevated or necessarily violent. So leverage in this analysis technique, you got to leverage the fact that you can look at the crucial metric of crime for that rental property. And then secondly, when you're looking at the MLS in this price range, it is crucial to look and judge it by photo count. So if you're on a different site that you can look at the different photos, that's going to be a main indicator. In this price range, it can be this price because, it's burnt up, it's a shell, or it's terribly destroyed. Or it can be because, it's just a foreclosure in a distressed neighborhood. Now, if you look at it and you get a lot of photos on that MLS listing, this will help save you time. So you don't go look at duds. And if you have 5 or more photos, it's usually a good bet of the inside and out. It's usually a good bet that the house is in okay condition that you as a rehabber can go in and fix up, for basic prices and nothing extreme. It's when they only have 1 photo that you should be very wary and just go into the next. As I've said before, there's abundance of these neighborhoods everywhere because they've been so overlooked by all the real estate investors because they're that neighborhood. There's so many out there that it's easy to, within a radius, get nice neighborhoods for the most part if you're searching for. And the photo count will help save you time so you're not looking at ones that are just completely destroyed and have tons more issues. So that's another crucial metric. And the last one is rents. In certain parts of the country, you can buy a $30,000 house, but you only get $300 in rent. And when you're looking at working class neighborhoods, you're looking at 750 and up, 800, 900, even $1,000 in rent. So if you look at these three crucial metrics and key factors, and you looked at them systematically when you're going around looking for these sub 30K property values, this is going to be the system that will make you informed, and it will give you all the metrics that are really important for finding a good cash flow that's not going to be a mistake, and it's not going to be in a war zone, and it's not going to be a dump. So there are even more factors you can take into a place like Google Street Views and other leveraged, other sources you can leverage on the internet out there. But these are the main ones. And so I'm giving this to you because this has worked personally for me. I've showed this to people, you know, here on BiggerPockets and in other parts of the country, and they're emailing me back and they're telling me it works for them. So it's the first, you know, unlike before, now you have a systematic way of making an informed decision that is working for people across the country, leveraging in your analysis the freely available resources, but in a way that's very strategic to this niche. You're not looking at vectors that doesn't affect whether you'll find it or not. Like schools, you look at the ones that do matter, like crimes and rents. So thank you very much. And if you have questions or want more of a detailed step-by-step, I do have video demonstrations here on that I posted on BiggerPockets. You can reach out to me, and if not me, there's other people in the sub 30K club. You can look in the forums who have a lot of good information on their own ways of vetting these neighborhoods and properties in a more informed manner. And so anyone can be comfortable going into it looking at these key metrics. So this is Lisa Phillips, video blogging for BiggerPockets. Thank you very much.